Oh, whoa, what's this? Not only am I on time today for the stream, it looks like I'm 2 minutes early. 1 minute early as the clock just ticks, but still, that's pretty good for me. Quite impressive, it's got to be said. So, yes, welcome, folks. Thanks for those of you that are stopping by on the stream this afternoon. Kupo, dude, I've not seen you for ages, mate. How are you? Hello, Abhijit. Welcome, Abhijit. How are you as well, mate? So I've actually completed Ni no Kuni 2 now, in terms of the story anyway. We're going to be actually cracking on with post-endgame content stuff today. And Kupo, mate, like I just said, I haven't seen you for ages. Are you still around the YouTube scene, are you? I stopped by your channel, I think it was about a week ago, and I noticed that you looked like you was taking a break from it or something. But no, good to have you here, dude. Right then, what I'm thinking of doing today... Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, Abhijit. How are you, mate? Sorry, guys, I haven't been streaming for a couple of days. I've just been so busy with real-life work and stuff that I've just not really been up to it, in all honesty. Hello, Kyle. Welcome, dude. Yeah, I've just been absolutely shattered by the time night time has fallen, and I've just not had the time to do it in the day either. But I'm looking forward to today's stream. I'm actually really close now to the Platinum Trophy with Ni no Kuni 2. I'm 82% the way there, but some of these other trophies that I haven't got, which is only a few actually, I've made some good progress towards them already. So I don't think I'll be getting the Platinum today, unfortunately, but I should be a little bit closer to it. What I'm going to be doing is going through the final Dream Maze and collecting some materials and other stuff as well. Hello, Lara. Welcome. Oh, that's good to hear then, Kupo. Yeah, college does that, doesn't it? But yeah, you know, you got to put your priorities first, I guess, haven't you? Unfortunately, YouTube can't always be a priority. So, yeah, welcome, guys, to those that have just joined us. So, sorry for missing a few of your messages in chat there. I was just checking some other stuff on another screen as well. Hello, Jason. Welcome to the stream. Right, so let's start by killing some of these tainted monsters. And the reason I want to do that is actually get some equipment. Although it's quite luck-based, so I might not. But some of these final tainted monsters should give some pretty decent items for us to help us in the final Dream Maze. Yeah, thank you, Abhijit. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was a fun stream, completing Ni no Kuni 2. The story, that is. So I think what I'm going to do then is just literally look on the map for any tainted monsters that are around the place. I'm not totally sure yet whether we'll kill them or whether we'll get killed. I do know that some of these tainted monsters are in fact a real challenge. So we'll just have to see. Oh, congratulations on that, Kupo. Yeah, keep at it, dude. Great to hear that your channel's still growing as well, even though you haven't been as proactive with it lately. Oh, okay, Wes. Well, hopefully there shouldn't be a lot of spoilers in this episode because I've completed the story now. So I'm just doing some post-game content here, which is basically just going to be killing, you know, tough enemies and what have you, and going through some dungeons and stuff. But in terms of actual story, you shouldn't really see anything of spoiler worth. On Final Fantasy 13-2, did I have a problem with the game closing? To be honest, Jason, I did that walkthrough. It's got to be coming up 5 years, maybe even longer, maybe coming up to 6 years ago now. I can't remember pretty much anything at all about that game, apart from the general concept of the monsters and what have you. Even the story's just pretty much gone from my mind, to tell you the truth. So I'm not going to be much help with you, I'm afraid. Much help for you, I should say, on that particular series. Sorry, dude, but it was just a long time ago for me now. Hello, Elias. Good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. I don't remember having any problems with the game closing, though, Jason, off the top of my head. I was playing the PS3 version as opposed to the PC version. I don't know if that helps you. Yeah, good to see you, Elias. How you doing? Right, let's actually get started on stuff now. I'm not sure, Abhijit, in terms of an actual big project to take on next. I will be covering some of the other games I've still been doing, you know, recently, like Star Ocean and Bloodborne and what have you. But in terms of a massive project, I'm not really sure. Ah, okay, Jason, that's probably the difference then. It could be a bug or an error on the PC version. You might want to have a look at the Steam forum, see if it's a common thing, and if so, hopefully someone shared a fix for it or put out an unofficial patch. I've not really played the PC version myself though, since it wasn't out on PC when I bought the game. Okay, so who's this dude? Just going to kill a few tainted mobs for those just joining us. Try and get some good gear. Level 71. We can give this a go. And then we're going to take on the final Dream Door maze, which is 30 floors of dungeon.
I am counting on you all.
So hopefully we'll be able to kill some of these tainteds. The last 10, which is what I'm doing, are super challenging, basically. And we'll do a lot of damage. And we'll be able to take a lot of damage. So this is actually one of the easier ones. It's only level 71. Some of the others are going to be much harder than this. There we go. Oh, fantastic, Elias. Okay then, Jason. Well, I hope you get that sorted. I don't think those boots are going to be any good for us, because they're probably going to be a little bit too low level. I haven't been on Twitter for a while, Elias. I'll try and remember to check it out after this stream, though. If you can remind me before you shoot off today, whenever that is, the closer you remind me towards the end of the stream, the more likely I am of remembering to check it out. Oh, they are an upgrade. Goodness me. Wow, they're beautiful. Super safe Bastion boots. Reduces damage taken. And just has a basic, massive increase in stats. So, yes, please. I'll take them. And no further upgrades at the moment. So, that's pretty much the plan. As you can see, is to kill some of these tainted. And that way, we're going to be able to hopefully get some upgrades to take on the game's final, most challenging dungeon. The 10th Dream Door Maze. I did actually, Abhijit. I thought it was pretty decent, but it was somewhat open-ended as well. I don't want to go too much into spoilers, because I did say there was not going to be any spoilers in this particular stream, because I've completed the story now. But without actually spoiling anything, I think it's kind of set up for another bit of story to come afterwards. So whether we'll see that in DLC, whether there'll be another Ni no Kuni game, or some other medium that expresses that, I'm not sure. But it seems like the developers have kept it open to produce a whole other section of story. Yeah, they're pretty decent, weren't they, Elias, those boots? I'm trying to get to this tainted. Oh, he's up here, look. Over here. Right, this is a hard one. I haven't tried it before, I just remember seeing it in the list as a high level. So we'll go ahead and save the game first, because there's a very good chance we're going to get absolutely destroyed in this fight. And hopefully that won't happen. But let's take a look. Level 83. And these guys are annoying because they bounce all over the battlefield.
I am counting on you all.
As you're about to see here. And each time they land, they do a ton of damage. And they also, as you can see, have a lot of health. So what I'm really looking for here is my Higgledies to activate. And if we can get 3 or 4 knights on the go at once. And we've lost a character already. I'm not going to resurrect him yet. I'm going to make the most of my resurrection items. So we'll wait for 2 characters to die before using them. Oh, sparks flying everywhere. How many knights have we got going now? Is it 2 or 3? 3. In saying that, the knights aren't being that particularly helpful because this guy's just bouncing all over the place so much, isn't he? And they have to actually be in melee range. So let's try and get some damage in here. We'll move away from all the nasty stuff. Wait for him to do his charge. And then we'll go in again for a bit more. Oh, good, he got stunned. In that case, let's see if we can unleash a nice attack here before he goes charging off. Yeah. Oh boy, time to move. I can heal up now, so we will do so, just to be sure that we're not going to lose 2 characters at once. Right, Higgledies. Oh, that was evil. Right, okay, now we'll use a resurrection item here. Yeah, I'm doing the 10 Dreamer Maze door today, that's the plan. But I just want to make sure we've got some nice equipment before we do, hence the reason I'm taking on some of these tough tainted enemies. Ah, another Higgledy. I don't tend to prioritise my green ones. If you're going for the same setup as me, then you're better off leaving those, because they won't copy the knights, which is what you want them to do, while they've got the cannons out, as far as I'm aware anyway. Yeah, we're going in. Right, time to move, move. And he's stunned, so let's go in for another. Oh, we can't use our special attack yet, we haven't got enough MP. Now we have. Yay, there we go. Oh, that was fun. Right, I'll just check up on your chat then now, guys. Not an easy way, unfortunately, Elias. Oh, we got an epic gun as well. Purple one, very good. Nintendo are notoriously difficult to get their games recorded onto YouTube. You generally need to just dedicate your channel to Nintendo stuff. You can do it without, but they put all kinds of copyright claims on it then, which doesn't really help the channel, to be honest with you. So, sadly, no easy way, which is why I've generally avoided Nintendo games for the last few years of doing YouTube content. And I played God of War last on the PSP, Abhijit. I can't remember what game it was, but it was a lot of fun. I know there's a remaster or something coming out soon, isn't there? Which I'll probably check out, actually. So let's see who's going to use the gun. That will be Bracken, of course. And he can have Bracken's old weapon. How are you finding Xenoblade Chronicles X then, Elias? It's definitely that when you're playing, isn't it? Because somebody said they were playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I think got confused with which one they was actually playing. But I don't think that was you, was it? Or was it? I can't remember. Any of the tainted mobs that are just kind of obvious and in the way at the moment? Can't see any. I can't see any handy anyway. So I think we're going to go to the Dreamer's door now. Probably the best course of action. Ah, a new sponsor I've just seen. I heard the dingle. Orphan Boy, thank you ever so much for sponsoring the channel. That's very kind of you indeed. And welcome to the sponsorship members, I guess. Thank you very much. Hello, Jackie. Yeah, streaming for the first time in a couple of days. I've been busy with work, actually, but happy to be back now. So it's good to have you, Jackie. Right, we're going to head over to the Dreamer's door next. And that's on Faraway Isle. So whether we'll actually complete it or not today, I'm not sure. I mean, we need to actually try and do so, really, because there's no way to save in the middle of it. So we'll just heal up and save before we go in, though. Oh, that's fantastic to get a new sponsor. Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Right, into the maze we go. Right, so, one of the main reasons I'm coming in here is because I need a whole bunch of ingredients that you can only get from this place. But also, on top of that, I do actually need to complete it anyway. Hang on, I need to actually bring this up on my second screen because I can't see with the chat overlay, which is the correct option to select this. Let me just see here. Yes, there we go. Right, just grab some tea here and need some caffeine before we go through 30 floors of potential destruction. Okay, so here's the plan, guys. I'm not actually going to focus too much, I will be here all day, on all of the treasure chests and everything you see. I'm literally, at least for the first 15 to 20 floors or so, just going to be pushing my way to the doors as quickly as possible. Otherwise, we are going to be in here for literally hours. So if you see me skipping out on treasure chests and that, then that's the reason why. This is a massive dungeon. There's no way to save in the middle of it. And I just want to move to at least floor 20, which is where you have a much higher chance then of being able to farm for the rare items and stuff that you can only get from this place. So yeah, I'll grab the bits and bobs that are close between each door, but I won't be focusing on them. How are you doing with Ni no Kuni 2 at the moment, Jackie? So, a couple of sparklies that are close by. One thing that I am going to need to try and focus on, I think, because my weapons are still not that great, which means the damage I'm doing is not going to be that great, is making sure that I try and keep my danger level as low as possible by the time we get to the final floor. Now, there's every opportunity that the last boss is going to make mincemeat out of us, which means if there's no way to get my danger level down, I'm probably going to have to skip out of this place, unfortunately. In my opinion, Tom, it's not really worth farming the early floors. You can get the super rare loot from the early floors, but as the dungeon goes on, it has a much higher chance of dropping for you and appearing in the sparkly stuff on the floor. So I would recommend literally just getting through to floor 20 as fast as possible and then farming from that point on. It actually gets a lot harder though, this dungeon does, the further you progress through. So before even coming here, I'd recommend just quickly farming to level 99. I've got a video out, by the way, guys, if that's going to help you on how to do that. And then you'll be able to face the challenges in the later floors a little bit more appropriately. Oh, you're still on Bloodborne, aren't you, Jackie? That's right. Yeah, I think I've done about 3. Yeah, I've done 3 of the last 10 Tainted Monsters, Orphan Boy. And I used the farming method on the one that you can farm experience on to get to 99 in about an hour, level 99. But I haven't killed it yet. So I'm just going to make sure that my orbs are mostly used for the idols. I probably won't be opening any blue chests anytime soon. A windy megaton mall. I don't think that's going to be an upgrade from this early floor, but you never know. We'll just check that out. No, it's not. But later on, we should be getting some pretty decent upgrades from this place. And even if we don't get actual upgrades from the ingredients and materials that we farm, we should be able to craft some pretty decent weapons then at the weapon shop later on. So I will be needing to get a few orbs. By the way, guys, there's a trophy that you probably know about that's to get 2,000 balls. And, you know, you get them from monsters and that, the green balls, the blue balls, but you can also get them from the doors here, the door mazes, by getting these pots broken. The pink ones don't count, I don't think, but the green and blue ones that drop there do, towards the trophy. And I know that for a fact because I got the trophy the other day, having broken one of those pots rather than in a battle. Right, let's just keep moving on here. So there's 30 floors in total. Right. Oh, okay, Elias. Yeah, I know I told you before the fact that I haven't really played that game since it first came out, and I did put a lot of hours into it, but I just can't remember, dude. I'm really sorry. I wouldn't want to give you bad information. Level 8. Yeah. What's the Rumpus Room special properties again? I can't remember off the top of my head. Does anybody know? I know you've got the floor of Respite, which removes the enemy encounters and actually stops the Danger Gorge from falling, or from raising rather. So I'm just heading over to the door icon. That's the priority more than anything else. And the best time to use an idol in order to reduce your danger gorge thingy is just before it dings level 3. Because then you'll get it right back to the start of level 1. Yeah, that rings a bell, Enforcer, Elias. That rings a bell, but unfortunately, not too much of a loud ring, if that makes sense. Let's just keep moving. Looks like we want to go this way. So yeah, just to clarify, guys, on these floors, such as floor 9, which is what I'm on, you absolutely can get the rarest loot in the game that you can only get from this dungeon. But it's much more common later on, which is why I'm still just rushing through. I've not even heard of Sonic Robo Blast, to be honest with you, dude. Right, floor of Respite we can spend a little bit more time on. But still no need to linger. We've got a long way to go yet through this dungeon.
Hello there.
One thing I would like to see, you know, I don't know whether it's something that can be introduced in a patch easily enough or not, is the ability that when you pick up ingredients and materials, such as from the sparklies on the ground or from treasure chests or from enemies, that where it tells you the name of the item you've picked up, it just shares the rarity with you. Because there's so many different items in this game that you just can't really keep track off the top of your head how rare something is. And yes, you can go and check it out in the main menu to see how rare it is, but you don't want to do that every time you loot something. So that would be a nice quality of life change, just to see the quality of the stuff that you're looting as you loot it. Are we having to head upstairs? Yes, we are. Hey, the vendor from the floor before.
Hello there.
Or whatever he is. He's just healed us, so he doesn't need to do that again. So we're on 83% or 84% danger now. Just need to keep an eye on that, but don't need to empty it down to 0 just yet. Right, as we start to head into the deeper floors here now, from about level 15, or yeah, floor 15 onwards, the levels are really going to start to go up in level. And soon the enemies will be well over our level, even on danger level 1. And even though I'm maxed out at 99, the enemies are going to be going into the hundreds. So there'll be no really avoiding them then, because their aggro range is going to be quite high and wide. Oh, also something else I've noticed. There was a patch that hit recently. just fixing a few issues. But an undocumented change is that you no longer stumble when you jump downstairs. Well, I did then, but that's because I let go of the analog stick. It used to really slow you down. Now it doesn't seem to do so, at least not as often anyway. Oh, I didn't mean to go into combat then. Right, there goes danger level 2. So we'll grab this chest and just move on to the next door, I think. Any good beds? To be honest, dude, if your bed's destroying your back, it's probably your mattress more than anything else. Your mattress should be replaced, I think, every 7 years, if it's a good one. So have a look at getting a decent mattress. It is worth spending a bit of money on a good mattress. And personally, I prefer to go for one that's a little bit firmer. I don't like ones that are soft, that have no lumbar support, because it's just no good for my back, to tell you the truth. So, I mean, mattresses are quite personal, but I would go for a firmer mattress and one that's slightly higher quality. So probably about 12 inches deep, as opposed to the 6-inch crappy mattresses that you tend to get. And you'll find that that'll probably help you a lot better. If you've got a slatted bed, you'll need to go for say a memory foam mattress, but with a spring base, a pocket sprung base, because the memory foam would seep through the slats. If you've got a divan bed, which is a solid base bed, then you can just go for a full memory foam, which is probably one of the better type of mattresses, I'd say. Right, another vendor, or NPC. Might not be a vendor. It's usually the dog and the other bloke that does vendory type stuff. A nice easy floor though. Right, I'm going to start keeping an eye out now as well for a idol. So we can go ahead and just reduce our danger level to see if any of these items have been upgradable for us. Slight upgrade there, so we'll equip that. It's got a locked property as well, which we'll need to sort out. Oh, I need pillows, Abhijit. 2 or 3 pillows is what I need. I have to kind of be up at an angle. If I'm just lying flat, I kind of feel like I'm falling. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. Right, there is an idol on this floor. I could risk it and not use the idol on this floor. Go a few more floors deeper. We've got until danger level 2 gets to like 99% before we can't reset back to level at the start of level 1 again. Just grab a few of these. And onwards we go. I'm going to ignore the idol on this floor. It's a bit of a risk. But the more we can get out of each idol, then the further our pink orbs are going to go. Yeah, I like a pillow that's quite firm as well. Because otherwise I just sink straight into it, or it only lasts a few weeks, and then it's basically like I'm sleeping on the mattress anyway, with my head. I'm going to ignore the idol again, since we're not quite on 50% through the second danger level here, and go straight for the door. What I'm hoping for is kind of like another floor of respite, where there's no enemies and no danger feeling. Because you do tend to always get idols on those rooms. Ah, a nice red weapon. Is that going to be an upgrade for good old Bracken here? Let's have a look. It might not be, because she's got some pretty decent... Yeah, it's not. Weapons as it is. You see, guys, I just can't handle soft pillows. That's why I said, I think, that like mattresses and that, it's quite a personal thing. Everyone's different, aren't they, in what they like. I need some good lumbar support for my neck and my back. And the soft squidgy stuff just doesn't do it for me. Right, there's an idol here. I might ignore that one as well, actually, since we're still not halfway through the second danger gauge. Oh, I might get an item. 5 orbs, I'll take it. Right, looks like we're heading up for the door then. Yeah, I'm going to ignore the idol. I know that's risky now. Because if this gets to danger level 3, and we haven't actually used an idol, then we're not going to get it back to danger level 1, and the final enemy is going to be much harder than it otherwise would need to be. And it's already not an easy enemy, as far as I'm aware. I've not done it before. But you got to take risks. You got to take risks. The next idol we come across, I'm definitely going to use it. Right, let's just ignore those for now. Memory foam is decent so long as you get a good quality one. Don't just think because the seller or the mattress says memory foam in it that it's automatically good quality. The thing with mattresses, it is one of those items that the more you spend, generally you're going to get more for your money. And it doesn't look like there's an idol on this floor, so let's get the heck off it onto the next one. I can't resist grabbing these sparkly things though. So soon we're going to start getting some pretty good quality equipment, I would hope. Okay, there's an idol there which I am going to use, but we'll just clear off some of the bits here while we still haven't reached maximum danger for this level. What level are the enemies getting to now? 81. I'll just grab some of the sparklies from in here, may as well. Yeah, definitely Jackie. And it does apply, I would say, to mattresses for sure. Right, no, don't go through there just yet. I'm not going to bother with the blue chest. I think we might be needing these orbs as we go through to reduce our danger levels. How many guilders do I have? 900k. I did spend a lot earlier on healing items and stuff of that nature. Right then, I don't think we can push that off any longer. There we go, back to danger level 1. Now we've got a bit of leeway to carry on pushing our way through the floors here. And I'm still, for the next few levels, just going to be focusing on getting to the doors. Right, we'll speak to this dude.
Yeah.
See what he's got to say for himself. I think I'll pass on that. The thing is, with a higher danger level, you will get better items from enemies. But I just want to make sure that I can actually complete this place by killing the final boss. Since there's no save points or auto saves or anything as you go through. And I don't want to lose the ingredients that we're going to be collecting. That would be seriously unfortunate if that happened. Right, another floor of respite. So don't forget, guys, that the Dreamer's Door dungeons, such as the one we're going through here, are randomly, procedurally generated. So every time you return, they are very different in terms of their layout and what you get. I don't consider myself to be a mattress expert, Elias, but I have sold beds and stuff in my lifetime, so I know a little bit about it, but not a whole lot. Right, what are we on now? Is it 20? 21. Okay, so things will actually start going up quite substantially, I believe, now in difficulty, but we do need to be getting the sparkly stuff off the floor at this point, since it is going to be giving us, on the whole, more rare ingredients than the previous floors have been doing. And yes, there's a chance we can get some nice items as well, with really high attack damage and all sorts of stuff. Look, the enemies on danger level 1 are now well into the 90s. Oh, one thing I need to do is check my tactic tweaker, see how we've got it set up. Because I think I want to set it up for rare ingredients. I think. Maybe we can keep it on rare equipment for now, actually, which is what it's set to. Okay, let's keep moving. Can't go that way. The price for the idols does go up quite steeply, quite quickly, which is why I've not been focusing on the blue chests. But later on, I reckon we'll be powerful enough to basically just whiz through this place, even on danger level 5. And the enemies are going to become a lot harder to avoid now, so I think we're just going to have to stop taking for granted that we're going to be able to run past them. Right, apparently as well, the victory screen is coming up more quickly now at the end of battle due to the latest patch that we downloaded. So you haven't got to wait around once you've killed the final enemy for that to happen. Oh, thank you, Elias. Oh, I love that game, Final Fantasy X. It's got its problems with voice acting, I get that, and dialogue and scripting. But in terms of just raw fun, it's not one, in my opinion, that can easily be beaten. So we're getting there now. We're getting close to floor 30. Obviously, we're not there yet. Laden with treasure. This sounds like my kind of floor. So I'm pretty much just going to start ignoring some of the thingies, the urns or whatever it is that you can break around this place. A dollop of ambrosial sap. You see, I've got no idea off the top of my head just exactly how rare these things are. And I think there should be a 6-star rare item as well for some of these ingredients, because a lot of them are just so difficult to get. Even as 5-star, they're harder than other 5-stars. You can't get them from the kingdom, for example. So they should really be in a league of their own, or a category of their own. The chest. Oh, okay, Elias. That's about halfway through, is it? I think, off the top of my head. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, about halfway through, I think. It's hard to know because there's so much to do at the end of the story in Final Fantasy X. That you'll be that at least I was playing for a long time after completing the game. I might actually pick that up, you know, on PS4 on digital. Have another go at it. In my own personal gaming time. Since I've already covered it on the channel, I don't need to do that again. Just grabbing some sparklies. I'm kind of hoping we're going to be able to get to the final boss with a danger level 1. I'm pretty sure the final boss, the room that he's in, always has an idol. At least I've never encountered a room, on a final floor room, that doesn't have an idol. Okay, let's just move on to floor 76. Let's see what's in the blue chest, shall we? I think we've got plenty of orbs. Unless it takes like 50 or something. 45! Oh, whatever. I think one more idol should do it for us. We wasted them. Not to worry. Yep, floor 24 now, 30. I couldn't get this far before. I was level 73, I think, the last time I came here. And it just got too high level for me. Right, there's no idol on this floor. So I'd rather not spend too much time here, but I don't want to go through that door just yet. Looks like there's a lot of treasure chests around to grab. Oh, a blue weapon. A collider spear. That might be for Leander. Let me have a look. If it's any good for him. Not really, no. That's a shame.
Hello.
Okay. Some free loot. I'll not say no to that. So it looks like we're going to be getting to danger level 2 very soon, which is absolutely fine. As long as we don't get to danger level 3, we'll be able to reduce that then before the boss. Right, there's one more chest over here. And it's a red one, which is good. Well, it feels strange actually seeing level 90 plus enemies still white as opposed to red. I literally went from level 78 to level 99 in just over an hour. Right, danger level 2 now. Timed that quite well, actually. Let's just grab the chest. Then we'll move back down. I won't worry about those sparklers, they're a bit too far away. And the door, unfortunately, if I remember, was on the floor below, wasn't it? So we'll have a bit of running to do here. It was right near the start, wasn't it? Right, there's a dude here. I can't remember what this guy has. Man with an appetite. I kind of need those orbs, so whatever he's giving us, I'm going to ignore. There's an idol here on this floor. Floor 25, but I don't think I'm ready to use it just yet. So I think we're going to risk not doing so. Yes, I have played LA Noire. I didn't complete it. I played it for a few hours. I've got it on Steam. And it's a fun game, actually, isn't it? I don't know any other game off the top of my head where I've played a detective anyway. Like that, in that kind of environment. And I did have a lot of fun with it. I'll have to get back to it now you mentioned it. I'll probably start it again though, since it's been a while. I don't know whether to risk. Yeah, I'm not going to use the idol yet. So I think one more idol should get us to the next boss. Or to the boss. Yeah, don't worry, Abhijit. People probably just relaxing and chilling as they do other things with the stream open. And typical, there's no idol on this floor. And we've gone the wrong way. I'm not a big fan of the floors that have stairs and all kinds of obstacles that you have to get past to try and find your way through. They're like mazes in and of themselves sometimes, trying to find out exactly where the doors and the chests are that you want to get to. I haven't really thought about doing that, to be honest, Elias, but maybe. Like I said, the game itself is a lot of fun, so taking a risk here, actually, entering combat with some strong enemies. Not because I can't kill them, but because my danger is continually going to be going up still. But there's only 3 enemies, so looks like I'll be okay. And 2 chests to pick up. Oh, Phoenix Tears. They're extraordinarily rare, I think. But they're not ingredients, they're only used to resurrect people. Well, I think whatever the next idol is, we'll activate that, and that should be enough then to get us to the boss. And there is an idol somewhere around this floor, so we'll use it. Are you playing it at the moment, are you, Elias? L.A. Noire? Or is it just something that you've played before and have remembered it recently? What have we got? Pretty decent. Right, there's our idol. We'll just make the most of the floor before we use it then. Kind of makes sense. Oh, blue loot. That's what I like to see. Oh, these guys are kind of like treasure goblins from Diablo. They drop a lot of stuff, but can just disappear if you don't kill them in time. Oh, it's gone nullified. Did we kill it, or did it just disappear? I'll open some of these now, because it looks like we need to heal up after those few fights. Ah, okay, Elias. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes with games. A game I haven't played for ages. All comes flooding back to me.
Let's go to work.
More blue loot, brilliant. Oh, epic loot. %, so I think we've timed that pretty well. Let's go over and activate this thing. Before we do that, I just want to see... Yeah, it's not going to increase while we do this. What some of that loot was we collected. There was one of these, was there? Nope, I can't actually remember what it was. Right. let's just go ahead and do this. Okay, that leaves us with 60 orbs, which I'm assuming if there's a blue chest, we should be able to access now. At least that's the working theory. I would really hope that we are able to actually take on the final boss of this floor now. I don't want to get made into mincemeat from it. Especially because we'll lose everything we've collected if we do fail.
I'm raring to go.
Yeah, they've built up over the years, Elias. They have built up. Quite a few series are on there now. Oh, there's another enemy somewhere. Oh no, they got it for me. Should we take these on? Go for it. Come on guys, let's try and kill the treasure goblin before he runs away. Yeah, look at that, you get some nice loot. Nightmare prisms are quite rare, so... Okay, let's head for the door. Oh, I'm getting nervous now. We're so close to the boss. But can we do it? That is the question. Yes, I'm high level, but I have not maximised my gear in any way, shape or form. So in terms of actual damage output and the damage that we can take, that's going to be what determines whether or not we kill him. Right, one more chest. Oh, more sparklies. Just teasing me. And off we go to the door. So this is the last floor before the floor with the boss. And the sad thing is I'll probably be back here a lot for farming these ingredients. I wish there was other ways to get some of this stuff actually.
I'm raring to go.
Yeah, no avoiding enemies now unfortunately either. But you never know, they can give us loot. They just probably won't. And there's the door. So we can actually spend a bit of time on this floor by the looks of it. Because the danger stops filling up when we get to the final floor. Ah, still more enemies.
Come on.
All yours.
Oh, golden orb, I need that. Right, I've got 14 of those to get now, in order to get the trophy for getting 50 of them. Which is probably the trophy I'm going to get last, because I seem to get them really, really rarely, unfortunately. I have not got a lot of those golden orbs throughout the game at all. Right, I'm just going to move to the last floor now. There's a couple of treasure chests, but it's going to be risky. We've only got 30% left to go. But I did say there was always going to be an idol on the last floor, didn't I? So maybe we can take that risk.
Shall we?
Oh boy, this enemy's hard. And it summons other ads as well. It's a little bit like a tainted mob that's in the old well that you can use to level up with. Right, let's actually go ahead and heal up here. And activate some Higgledies if we can. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, Abhijit. Thanks for stopping by today, dude. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I've watched the first 2 episodes of Lost in Space, Elias. And it's been quite intriguing so far, actually. Have you watched it all, have you? I don't think I'll be streaming again later tonight, Abhijit, because I've got too much work to get on with, unfortunately. So... Are you crazy? Yeah, I've got some pretty decent weapons. Although, they're nowhere near as strong as the weapons you can get from this dungeon that I'm in at the moment. So whether they're going to be strong enough to take on this boss that we're about to face at the end of this floor, I'm not yet sure. Bye-bye, Abhijit. Ah, can we get there before the danger level goes up? No, we can't. So we're just going to pop over to the idol to be safe before we move ahead, I think. Why not? There probably will be an idol on the next floor. Is that the 3rd time we've used it? I think so, isn't it? Which is why it was 30. Okay, Elias, I won't say anything about it then. It's a shame, actually. I think the critics were unnecessarily harsh on it. Well, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but so far, you know, I'm enjoying it and I want to watch more. Oh, wow. There's no idol. That is really lucky that we used it on the previous floor. That is super lucky. Because I almost didn't. Right, here we go then, guys. The final floor. And we get to take on the final Dream Door boss in a moment. Is there any blue orbs for us to heal up with? MP. Apparently not. There it is, scratching its tummy. Let's grab this treasure chest. You never know, there might be an awesome weapon in here to help us kill this thing. I don't think wool is going to do the trick. Yeah, that's what we needed. Some nice MP filling balls. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it, Elias? Have a chat with folks as you're watching the stuff on there. Alright then, guys, here we go. Final boss of the final Dream Door dungeon. I've heard it's not an easy one, but we have managed to keep our danger level down. So, without any further ado, let's go for it. Move. Right, I'm going to wait and just try and activate some Higgledies here. And let them do a lot of the work. Until I can get a sense, at least, of how dangerous this guy is. But it looks like we don't want to be going too far in at melee range. Get some skills off though, if we can. Right, our knights should do a good job here, I think. But I would like to get 3 or 4 out at a time if possible. To be honest, so far this guy hasn't been that hard and we've got him down to half health. Right, here comes a 3rd knight. Maybe even a 4th. No, just 3 for now. Oh no, 4. Brilliant. We've got a whole team of Higgledy knights. Thanks, Elias. I think the next time I come here, unless this gets a lot harder, I'm actually going to try and come in with a higher danger level. Now let's go in for a few attacks, shall we? Ooh, perhaps a bad idea. Yeah, very bad idea. Let's go ahead and heal up. Good job, I've got a ton of healing items, so it's not really a big problem. He's almost down, look. There he goes. Sadly, we won't get a lot of loot from him because the first time you kill a Dreamer's Door enemy, you just get a key item. But if we go ahead and... Oh, we got a Seraph Staff. I was going to say do him again. We should get some nice loot. Well, looks like we've done it. And we get a trophy as well, Dream Big. I guess that's for completing all 10 Dreamer's Doors. A gold trophy, will you look at that? But the good thing is we can actually go back to that place at any time and farm for the rare ingredients that it has to offer for us. Let's just go ahead and heal. And we'll teleport back to our beautiful kingdom and rest up. Thank you, Elias. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think that'll be a fun fight if we go in at danger level 5. I think it'll be one-shotting us left, right and centre, to tell you the truth. But you never know, we might be able to do it. Right, let's go ahead and collect our items. And we'll save up. And I'll just see if I can use any of the rare items we've collected to complete the final few quests around this location. I think there's like 1 or 2 more quests to do, and I've done every single quest in the game then. Go and check it out. Yeah, I'll probably be finishing the stream off as well soon, guys. Since I've done what I intended to do, which was completing the 10th Dream Door. And I'm happy about that. We'll see what trophies I've got now. What I need to get.
Gosh. Yes.
Yeah, I've got a pretty decent Higgledy team set up now, Crazy. So the knights are really powerful, and if you set up the correct team, you get like 3 or 4 knights out at once. And you can just kind of lay back while they just slaughter the enemies, as you just saw in that particular fight. Okay, so all of these ingredients are going to be rare ingredients. I think we'll get a costume for Tani.
Excuse me?
If we manage to complete this quest.
Oh.
And it's a big if right now. Okay, we've got the next 3 items.
Excuse me?
But there will be one more set of items to hand in to Halamede in order to complete this one. 2 bolts of Celestial Silk. Have we got 2 bolts of Celestial Silk? Yes, we have. Brilliant. We can do it. We've actually got 6, but we only need 2.
Thanks.
And we get a new costume.
Crikey!
Crikey!
Golly. Oh, flippin' heck. Ta.
Yay, there we have it. I've got like one more side quest to do and then I'm done with them all. But I'll leave that one for now. Okay folks, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the stream. So thanks for stopping by today as we went through the final Dream Door maze and managed to get that completed as well, unlocking a brand new trophy. And speaking of trophies, let me see what we've got. Should be more than 82, yeah, 91%. I think we've got 1 or 2 more to get. Oh, about 3 more actually. Awarded for being awakened 50 times. I've been awakened 36, so I need 14 more of those. Awarded for getting a set of matching Higgledies. That one's easy. I just haven't done it yet. There's a few more to do by the looks of it. Awarded for cooking 50 dishes. Just need the ingredients to cook. I think I've done most of them. This one I am actually struggling with because I can't see 50 different types of armour to craft. I have counted them all up at the armour place and it doesn't come to 50. I've counted up with the boots as well. And I have actually done all the research there. It's complete, so I'm not sure how I do that. I need to research it. And I've nearly done this one. And a hidden one, which I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like it's not too difficult with 16% of people completing it without a problem. So I reckon by the end of this week, we'll have the Platinum Trophy, the One True King Trophy for Ni no Kuni 2. Which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. Elias, thank you for joining us. Yes, good idea. Thanks for reminding me on that. I'll check out that Twitter clip as soon as I've gone ahead and finished off the stream. So thanks for reminding me. Alright folks, it's been fun. And we'll finish off now. See you all next time. Goodbye all. Take care.